for someone who's recently graduated and is not finding a job, obviously the first stage is AI, like shortlisting your resume. Interview is a vital part of securing a job. How can someone ace cybersecurity or networking interview? Pro tips from the pro itself.
And yeah, of course, AI is replacing the jobs, and especially the people in programming and data analysis.
Guys get attacked, whether it's a DDoS attack or it's a malware that's embedded into the system. What's the first thing that you're going to do, or what are like the best practices that should be implemented? What do you think is the number one mistake that all the new students, whether it's domestic or international, make when they start university?
They don't fully utilize the services which Swinburne or any other university has to offer. They forget about what's happening around. So I would highly recommend and encourage everyone to join clubs like this Swinburne Pakistani Society as well. Speak about Swinburne.
Okay, now let's move to the fun part,
which
is called the rapid fire. You're going to be thrown questions after questions and you got to answer quickly.
Show some mercy, bro.
For me, I found my inability to cook good food my biggest challenge. What has been your biggest challenge living away from family?
Alrighty, so the biggest challenge for me living away from the family is...
Assalamu alaikum SPS family, this is your host Muhammad Ali with a brand new episode of Pakistanis at Swinburne. We believe that Pakistanis have a bright side which is normally neglected, which is why we bring you professionals from different domains and professions so that you as new students could find motivation, inspiration to become like them or even surpass them. As always, my friends, today we have someone very special. He's not only a person who's consistently appearing on Swinburne's Dean's list, but has been with us from the very beginning. He has capitalized on everything that came his way and is currently working at CTM. We present our very own Mr. Rafi.
Thank you.
Welcome to the podcast, Rafi.
It's a pleasure. No worries.
Without further ado, you know how the drill goes. It's a custom. Whoever comes there says what?
A share.
A share, yes. Yeah. So the floor is yours, brother.
Thank you.
Enchant us with your beautiful shairi.
So since I'm here sitting with a close friend of mine, I'll quote something related to dosti. So, dosti mein jeena, dosti mein marna. Dosti mein jeena, dosti mein marna. निभा ना सको तो दोस्ती मत करना. दोस्ती में दोस्ती का हक अदा करना. अगर मैं भूल जाऊं तो तुम याद करना.
वाह 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 वाह, क्या बात है. That went straight into my heart. Yeah, thank you for that, Rafi. Okay, to start off this podcast, obviously I know you, obviously people behind the camera know you, but tell someone who does not know you, who is Rafi?
Alrighty, so this is Rafi, and I came in Australia in 2021. Did my bachelor's of computer science from Swinburne, and my major was cybersecurity. I was lucky enough that I got job just before I graduated, and it's been almost like a year or so that I'm working as a network operations analyst / technical consultant at CTM. And the journey has been smooth so far, enjoying the journey, and yep, so far so good.
Let's get straight into business. What does a day in the life of an IT professional like you look like?
So my role requires me to be at the office daily. So I almost wake up early and around 6:30, and be at the job around 9. And the first thing me and my mates do, we go out for a coffee, and then come back in the office around 10, go for another coffee at 12. And just kidding, bro. These days for us are like a nightmare. And the day-to-day task for me are I mostly work on the tickets and some of the mini projects and like big projects. So the tickets can be related to anything, to cloud, to cybersecurity, to networking and anything like that, and they do have a deadline. And in terms of the project, I am working on a cloud project, and which is basically the codification of the existing AWS infrastructure, and we are using the Terraform for it. So for those who don't know what Terraform is basically a coding language, or which is basically used to codify the cloud infrastructure. So that's pretty much about me. Yep.
That sounds amazing, bro. So you're basically a jack of all trades, yeah? Working in all different domains of IT.
Just trying to.
Okay. Let's say you're working for an IT company like CloudShare or CTM, and you guys get attacked, whether it's a DDoS attack or it's a malware that's embedded into the system. What's the first thing that you're going to do, or what are like the best practices that should be implemented?
Yep. So pretty much every organization like us, they do have like a thing called post-incident response, and it's basically a document and the attack like a DDoS or malware or anything like that. These are pretty much common attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So for us to cater them, we just follow through a documentation, which is basically a post-incident response, and we follow the documentation, make sure we are safe, and the if I take an example of a DDoS attack, it's basically just stopping the traffic from the malicious user,
Mm-hmm.
and yep, and nothing much more than that.
Oh, that sounds like pretty amazing. Like doing a lot of stuff here. Yeah. All right. Next up, we have this debate that always goes through in IT professionals. Like I'm doing major in cyber, same as you. That whether doing certifications is better than getting like initial exposure in the field of IT. What would you recommend someone who's getting or coming into this field to do? Go for certifications or a mix of both?
Uh, I'll take it this way. So certifications are important. It's just a full stop after
Mm-hmm.
that. So we were having this debate at our company as yesterday as well, but I can assure you that certifications are important. Let's think of it like in this way. Say I have on my resume, I have listed like a 5 years of experience working as an XYZ. But when you apply for a job, how would you how would the recruiter believe you? You should have a certification or something which can prove that yeah you have appeared for an exam, maybe you have passed it. So which will then tell the recruiter that yeah he has an experience
Mm-hmm.
working with certain and certain stuff. And if I talk about my company, they value certifications a lot. And some of our customers, they only want the certified people to work on their infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
Say, for example, if I'm working on AWS, they want a certified cloud practitioner or associate to work on that. Same goes for networking. They want someone to be a Cisco certified or Palo Alto certified.
Mm-hmm.
So, just to summarize the conversation, certifications are important, and I would highly recommend anyone to go for them. And the best time to go for the certifications is just after you graduate because it's the knowledge is fresh with you,
Mm-hmm.
and there are high chances that you will pass.
In terms of certification, there's like a lot of different certifications in the market,
Yeah,
and some are good, some are bad.
yeah.
Which one would you recommend someone to do for like having a good strong foundation in the IT field, or something that's in demand right now?
Yeah. So, like I said, the good time is for the certifications is just after the uni,
Mm-hmm.
but at that time you have a limited knowledge, and it's like you are applying for your first job. So during that time, the if I speak about IT, the good certifications would be if you're interested in networking, just go for a CCNA,
Mm-hmm.
and I would give the credit to Swinburne here because they have like a strong faculty and they teach you well. So you can ace it like as you can pass it like instantly after you graduate. And if you're interested in the cloud, then AWS Cloud Practitioner is the best one, or maybe Azure Fundamentals or something like that. And yeah, these are like a basic introductory certifications which are valued and are easy to get.
Hmm. Sounds like a good one. For someone who's recently graduated and is not finding a job, obviously the first stage is AI, like shortlisting your resume. Interview is a vital part of securing a job. How can someone ace cybersecurity or networking interview? Pro
Yep.
tips from the pro itself.
Yes. Just to add on to that, interview is important, but it's an achievement itself if you reach the interview stage.
Mm-hmm.
So the first part comes to build up your resume, and in a way that which resembles the role, the job responsibilities listed, and make yourself a good, strong LinkedIn profile. And if you're getting an interview, I don't think there's what you've written on your CV, you know it, and I don't think of any other reason they will reject you.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if it's your first job, talk about your projects and talk about something you know well. And uh, if you have a certification, you are already on a benefit. But just whatever is written on your CV, make sure you're confident with that because they'll probably ask questions regarding that.
What role does LinkedIn play in this scenario?
Yep. So LinkedIn these days is very crucial in a job search because mostly from my experience, most of the jobs are listed on LinkedIn. And the good part about LinkedIn is you can reach the job poster,
Hmm.
so you can send them a LinkedIn request, a connection request, and introduce yourself. And the other profile the platforms like Seek, they are beneficial as well, but they don't give you this benefit of reaching out to the recruiter itself himself. So that's like a plus point of LinkedIn. And if you have a strong LinkedIn profile, according to my experience, I do get recruiters reaching out to me for a job offer. So make sure your LinkedIn profile is strong and it's up to date, posted with the latest experience you are having, and yeah, and follow up with the trend, of course.
Gotcha. Um, you mentioned LinkedIn being very important or very vital. Sometimes we often meet people on networking events, but we can't keep up that relationship that we just built up. How important is follow up after a LinkedIn connection?
Yeah. So let me take it this way. I would say the networking events are important, but don't go with a mindset that after you attend the networking event, you will get a job. It can get you an internship in some cases, but not always. But finding a job at a networking event is a bit tricky, and they mostly don't come. The recruiters don't come there to offer you a job. They just come there so that they can introduce themselves to you, just to expand their network. So the benefit you will get at a networking event is you will meet like-minded people, and you'll get to know what they are doing, and which will inspire you and make you motivated to do what you are doing and probably do more. So yeah, like I said, don't go to a networking event with a mindset that you will get a job. Just go there to learn more and interact with the people. And like you said, if you send a connection request to a recruiter or anyone there, it's hard to keep up. That I understand, but you don't need to keep in touch with them. It's just that if you're part of their network, whatever they post, you got to see it.
Mm,
So that's important part. So they remember you or not, that's not much important.
mm, gotcha. So recently, Google laid off their entire Python developer team. With AI coming into play, it's literally looming into everything that we have. Where do you think the trend is shifting in the next 5 years,
Yeah.
or maybe 2 years?
Okay, so if I speak about myself, AI is not replacing me at the moment, because part of my job responsibility is to interact with the customers on daily basis.
Hmm.
AI can be good at everything, but not at customer service. So make sure you interact with the customers well. And yeah, of course, AI is replacing the jobs, and especially the people in programming and data analysis or business analysis. These are like the repetitive tasks and which can be automated easily.
Hmm.
And I think in the next 5 years, there will be a boom in the AI field, and I can see many jobs getting replaced by robots, mostly in manufacturing and robotics and uh, mechanical and everything like that. But if I speak about a field like mine, uh, we do use AI, but of course it requires human intervention. So I am confident that for in the coming past years, I'm secure. Yeah, but
Secure.
of course, I have to keep up with the trends and what's new in the market.
Definitely. That's what I think. Adaptability is the key
Yeah,
to your personal success and your personal growth as well.
I
If
agree,
you're going to be someone that's going to be like, okay, I'm not going to change, then you're going to be in a very, very difficult situation.
100%.
Um, Coming to someone who's not that tech savvy, someone who doesn't really know about tech,
Mhm.
how can they in this 21st century save themselves from all these cyber attacks or hackers? What, in your opinion, is the best practice for them?
Yeah. So the most common type and easy to launch cyber attack is the social engineering attack. And what does that mean is all those fancy emails you get with the promotions, a beautiful girl approaching you asking for a bank account,
Hmm.
or anything like that. These are the examples of social engineering. So make sure you don't reveal your personal information to them, because if I speak about Australia, if they know your first name, your last name, your address, or your phone number, they can reach anywhere. And don't complain the other day that your bank account has gone down, because a social engineer attack, anyone can do it, and anyone can get trapped. So just prevent yourself by releasing your personal information to the unknown users, and make sure what you are visiting is a legitimate site, and just don't download the unknown software. Keep your password secure and follow up with the policies. And yeah, that's basically it. These are basic things, but make a lot of difference. That keep your mind active, and yeah, look out for them.
Like a summary, it's like basically removing that human errors.
I mean, yeah, humans are easily vulnerable. I mean, they can fall in trap easily. So it's better to look out for them, and you should have an understanding of what's a legitimate email and what's not. And no one is there to benefit you for no reason. So if you see an email like they're offering you money or asking for your details, just report it as spam, or maybe ignore it completely.
Gotcha. Rafi is a person who's always been like capitalizing on all the opportunities that come his way. What do you think is the number one mistake that all the new students, whether it's domestic or international, make when they start university?
Yeah, so I agree. Students come to uni, they attend their classes and score good, and what they miss out on is they don't fully utilize the services which Swinburne or any other university has to offer, and they just come for their classes, go home, and they forget about what's happening around. So I would highly recommend and encourage everyone to join clubs like this Swinburne Pakistani Society as well, and look out for resources at uni. If I speak about Swinburne, they have like a strong work integrated learning programs. They help you get an internship, and there's a completely different department, a separate department, the employability department at Swinburne. They send out weekly and fortnightly newsletters, which is like an amazing resource. It will provide you the information of all the latest events happening in Melbourne, and any job opportunities that are available. So just to summarize it, just while you are at uni, just make the most of it, and just don't come for classes and go away. And what's more important is to build up a strong relationship with your teachers as well, and with your peers, with your group mates and everyone, because these are the guys who will help you in your career and in your personal life as well.
Gotcha. That's actually a really, really good one. Let's move into something personal.
Alrighty.
All right. For me, I found my inability to cook good food my biggest challenge. What has been your biggest challenge living away from family?
Alrighty. So the biggest challenge for me living away from the family is to live away from the family.
Oh,
All right, yeah. So I have pretty much everything here. I've got a job. Uh, I cook food, and everything else. I've got good friends.
just for references, Rafi cooks good food. That's why he's my friend.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I cook good. So yeah, I cook good. I've got a job. I've got good friends. But what I miss on is my family. So yeah, the biggest challenge for me is to live away from the
So
family.
you're homesick, yeah?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Gotcha. It happens, it happens. So initially when I came here, someone wise once told me that in Melbourne, you should never trust the three W's, which is work, weather. How true do you think that is?
I mean, that wise man who told you this was really wise, because while you're in Melbourne, you should trust no one. And that's what they teach us in cybersecurity as well. Yeah, I mean, speaking of the Melbourne's weather, it's like in a single hour, in a single time, you'll see 3 different types of weathers. So while you go out, make sure you take umbrellas with you, or caps and everything. You should be fully prepared. And speaking of the work, I mean, I haven't faced any bad experiences at my workplace. I am fortunate enough that I've got good people to hang out and to work with. So yeah, I mean, what you're saying is correct, but partially true.
Partially true.
Yeah.
Because in terms of work, it's basically you can't trust whether you're going to keep that work or not. You could
Yeah.
be laid off anytime. Like we took that example of Google
Yeah.
developers. And talking about the third W, what do you think is the third W? Should we leave that onto our audience?
Yes, please.
Yeah. What day would you classify as the best day ever in Australia?
For me, it would be when I got a job, I would say, because I was working hard for it. And the moment the offer letter came to me, that was like I was on cloud nine. So that was a really a special moment for me and my family and my friends and everyone. Yeah.
It's always a pleasure, man. Okay, coming to a more spiritual side, for me, my relationship with God is that of a captain and a crew member. One rows and the other one stays. Without one, I'm nothing. Like, how significant is your relationship with God?
Yep, that's very important actually. So think of it like this. So what I believe at least is what happens for the good, and what is in your hands is you can do the best and leave the results on God, and He's the best of planners, and yeah, He'll of course keep your hand always, and He'll make sure that you land at a good place and what's good for you. Uh, there are some instances where you get demotivated because you were expecting something else and you got something else, but take it as a hikmah, and you will always be better than what you thought.
Okay, now let's move to the fun part,
Yeah.
which is called the rapid fire round.
Oh,
You're
God
going to be
bless.
thrown questions after questions and you got to answer quickly.
Show some mercy, bro.
Okay, first one. What is the national animal of Pakistan?
Nawaz Sharif.
Nawaz Sharif an animal? Okay. Who kills Zulfikar Ali Bhutto?
Zardari.
Ammi side of family or Abu side of family?
It doesn't make a difference because they are cousins. So yeah.
No, as in which side?
Papa side.
Papa side?
Yeah.
Papa's boy? Urdu or Sindhi?
Sindhi.
Azrak, Larkana or Melvin?
Melbourne.
Melvin. Hania Amir or Asim Azhar?
Asim Azhar.
Asim Azhar? All the boys gang, yeah? What one word would perfectly define you?
Lazy.
Lazy. Huh? General Asim Munir or Kedi number 804?
Kedi number 804.
Breaking traffic rules or bribing the police officer?
Breaking traffic rules.
Breaking traffic rules.
Yeah, can't afford the bribe. Yeah.
Coming from Sindh, no? And no,
Yeah.
not affording bribe. Chai with BV or chai with the boys?
Chai with the boys, always.
You can't compare that experience with
100%,
the
right?
BV, man. Okay, we're done with our rapid rounds. Congratulations, you scored some really good points.
Thank you.
And some very weird ones as well, like national animal of Pakistan.
Come on, man.
Brother, what is this? What is this, brother? Okay, Rafi, you've graduated, you've got a job. What's your future plans?
So speaking about my future plans, I'll probably progress in my career and be better at what I'm doing. And yeah, I'm thinking of starting a startup. I've got some good ideas, just looking for the right people and the right time to initiate those. And yeah, get married and yeah, nothing much. Boring
So
life.
we should expect an invitation soon.
You
Yeah?
should, yeah. I'll invite you soon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is the people behind the camera as well?
Yeah,
invited?
I'll invite you guys as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. One final message for the SPS family or anyone watching.
So for the SPS family, you guys are doing great, and keep up with what you're doing. And I hope some exciting events like last year, and I think the Shadi one is coming soon.
If you're willing to find a bobby,
Yeah.
in any time soon, we could put you in.
Well, I'll be on the
as,
side.
As the priority.
I'll be on the side with the boys enjoying, not wanna be a dula.
Oh.
Right?
It's okay.
I mean, and whoever is watching, just be what you are and keep up with what you are doing. And you can reach out to me for any questions, with any questions or for any feedbacks. And I'll be on the other side helping you guys. And in the field of IT, there are like enormous opportunities. And at our company as well, there are some openings. And if you're interested, just reach out to me on LinkedIn and send me a connection request, and I'll be more than happy to assist you. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Rafiullah, for bestowing your precious time for us.
Thanks for having me.
We highly appreciate it.
Thank
and
you.
with that, we end it on this note that opportunities are always circulating around you. You just got to make the most out of it. Until next time, how is it?
Amazing, brother.